Celtics show evolving maturation in win over Cavs. Boston. It's been rare for the Boston Celtics to see adversity at TD Garden this season, but it arrived on Tuesday night in the early going. Boston fell behind by the Cleveland Cavaliers by 15 points halfway through the first quarter, which quickly brought doubts about whether the team would be able to extend its 10-game winning streak at home. Those doubts were quieted, as Boston erased nearly the entire deficit by intermission. Cleveland made more runs in the second half, but the Celtics' counters were stronger. When crunch time arrived, Cleveland was ready to throw up the white flag down just 7 with 31 seconds left on the clock. Boston's offense was just too good, the Cavs had run out of gas, and the Celtics extended their home winning streak to 11 games with a 120-113 win. They have a plus 16.3 net rating at TD Garden to go along with a 125.7 offensive rating, which is also first in the league. While wins have come relatively easy at home, the fact is that Boston has responded to adversity with great urgency when the things aren't going well. Both times the Celtics have fallen behind by double digits at home this year, against Miami and Cleveland. They've erased the deficit by halftime. The win over the Cavs on Tuesday night was the biggest comeback win since February 2023, a rarity throughout last year's impressive campaign. So, while the Celtics have nearly an identical record through 22 games during the past two seasons, wins like Tuesday are why this group feels different. The Cavs did not back down, shooting a red-hot 47% from the field and 42% on three-pointers. Instead, Boston fought back and took the game from them with some useful adjustments mixed in. They came out very aggressive and we came out a little bit not as aggressive, Kristaps Porzingis said. They punched first and we took the punch on the chin and started to bring ourselves back in the game. And then, by halftime we were close, but second half I felt like we really turned it on. But they kept fighting throughout the game. They really did. They were aggressive. They had a good game plan. They were physical. We were good and were able to win these games. I really liked our second half. Our mental strength and ability to execute under pressure was good tonight. So I think we made a step forward, for sure. While the Celtics still have yet to prove they can show that same mental strength on the road in tight games, their dominance at home is worth taking note. No matter who the Celtics are facing, they are playing a much more composed and versatile game on both ends, which bodes quite well for the big picture. There's a lot of really good teams, Coach Joe Mazzulla said. I thought tonight was a good example of, we didn't fall into that expectation. For me, we have to be grateful for games like this because it's an opportunity in Game 22 to have to play playoff basketball without an in-season tournament court. I said it in the huddle a few times. We have to be grateful for this. This is a great opportunity. And we have to get rid of the expectation of, it's a tough matchup. Yeah, it's the NBA, they're all hard matchups. And if we can accept that, that's going to help us. December 13, the Boston Celtics will attempt to beat the visiting Cleveland Cavaliers for the second time in 3 days when the teams meet Thursday. Boston raised its home record to 11-0 with a 120-113 victory over Cleveland on Tuesday. The Celtics trailed by 15 in the first quarter, but pulled away with a 9-0 spurt in the fourth. A pair of Kristaps Porzingis free throws gave the Celtics a 115-106 lead with 3:45 left, and the Cavaliers never got closer than 7 points down the stretch. Boston was 26 of 26 from the free throw line and had a 20-point edge in made free throws. It's the game, Cleveland coach J.B. Bickerstaff said. It tells the story of the game. Our guys drive, penetrate. No way we end up with only 9 free throws attempted, and they shoot 26. I don't know how to explain it. You can't overcome a discrepancy 26-9. I'll go back and take a look at it, but it's really hard to defend the free throw line. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown each scored 25 points for Boston in the win. Tatum also had 10 rebounds. All 5 Boston starters scored in double figures. Porzingis had 21. Derek White finished with 17 and Drew Holiday had 11. Porzingis scored 19 of his 21 points in the second half and also finished the game with 10 rebounds. It's like a playoff series. We got a good win Tuesday. We have to regroup and expect a tough one on Thursday. Cleveland's Donovan Mitchell scored a game-high 29 points and had 6 rebounds in the loss, but the Cavaliers were out-rebounded 45-35, 12-6 at the offensive end. Darius Garland finished with 26 points and 7 assists. The Cavaliers made 19 of their 45 three-point attempts, 42.2%. Max Struss made 5 of his 11 shots from behind the three-point arc and while recording 17 points and 9 rebounds. We kept them off the glass and we kept them off the free throw line, Boston coach Joe Mazzulla said. It was a playoff-like atmosphere. In high-stress, high-emotional games you have to be very diligent about what's hurting you and you have to be ready to adjust. I thought throughout the game our guys were well connected on what our defensive adjustment was, and I thought we fought to execute against a really good defensive team. Those are the type of games you have to win against really good teams. You have to win the free throw battle. You have to win the rebounding battle, and our guys did a good job of just staying the course. Cleveland is 13-4 this season when it holds teams to fewer than 120 points, but 0-7 when opponents score 120 points or more. There's some adjustments obviously that we can make where we can be better defensively. Thanks for watching NY News. Stay tuned for more updates.